yet I know some run things and run things for years. Put up on the hand and make man say blood clot. Nose flash, put it on front page. Side chick, boss. Hey, girl, me listen to your story. Me hear where you say I'm in a response for it. You tell everybody say you did know about me. You fall in love, me come for defend me. I the wifey. Me get this swing. No side chick can big up the thing. Wifey. Me get this swing. No side chick can big up the thing. You want a side chick. You are the side chick. My man have enough side chick trick. You want a side chick. You are the side chick. My man have enough side chick trick. You hype cause you think say him tell you everything. Go and go ask Keisha and Karen about Kim. Now talk about the girl we live down the rim. She a go round say she want breathe for him. But take it easy. Wifey deal with that. My whole and pan her and beat her blood clot. Side chick number 3. My done her last week. Oh you never know. Sit down let wifey teach. You a hurry come up. You a baby. You a creep. Me a wifey. Me get this swing. No side chick can big up the thing. Wifey, me get the swing. No side chick can big up the thing. Enough for text me. When him there with you, FaceTime him, FaceTime me in your bathroom. Me there you say something, nothing wrong with that. He miss him wifey and I chat him one chat. Me a wifey, me see everything. All the picture you send him seen out this morning. Bad girl wifey, me delete that. Me no say nothing, me just keep my mouth shut. So when we there a road, me ready for run you out of your feelings. Me no ramp with the thing. Anywhere my bucket, girl get ready for the swing out of your feelings. Me no play with my thing. Anywhere my bucket, girl get ready for the. She said the body, said the body, said the body make her mad. My man body make you so happy. You never get before me a fit pardon shit. Me lend you my man. Send him home quick and if it go past the hour, me a come for your trick. Big woman thing. Me have to pass this. My side man, him a can't be a shit. Him a threaten me. Him a tell me if I come. If me don't come, now him a call me husband. Him a threaten me. Him a tell me if I come. If me don't come, now him a call me husband. Me no know about side chick. Wife run things. Side chick fi sit on the side.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Words with Pooday and
Plaga. Sometimes you
and you
and you
and you
and tonight.
Shaggy, who we got in the building? Who we got in the building tonight?
Talk to him.
What up?
Introduce yourself.
Dainjahrella. That's me. How y'all doing?
Tell them the name of that joint that we was just playing at the intro.
So the name of that song is called Wifey.
Wifey.
You know, so you get the swing.
Yeah, I like that joint.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Welcome
That's
to
what's
the
up.
show.
That's what's up, man.
Appreciate
That's
you
what's
for coming
up, man.
out. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you. I appreciate.
Yeah. You already know. You already know.
I like
man.
what y'all doing, by the way. I like this. I really, really like this. The hood needs this. So, to y'all brothers, it's what's up.
Lift your seat up, mama. You got it.
Well, we appreciate you coming out. Thank y'all for tuning in. You already know. Congratulations to the Lakers, man. We're going to start it off like that. Congratulations to the fucking Lakers boys, man. Fucking LA Lakers, man. They pulled it off last night.
Yo,
shout out to the Heat, though, for working hard. They are the definition of hard work beats talent. So shout out to them. But the Lakers,
talent.
Shout out to the Lakers for taking that chip.
Nah, they had talent. Nah, Jimmy. Shout out to the All-Star Jimmy No Buckets. I like to salute Jimmy No Buckets came through. You know what I'm saying?
Jimmy No Buckets.
Sports too. I'm just gonna talk about the sports that really matter. The Cowgirls beat my Giants.
You already know,
right? My Giants don't have a dub.
Yo, heal up Dak, man. My man Dak, man, ain't broken ankle. It's over.
I mean, it's over for the season, and it's a contract year too. He ain't getting nothing.
Yeah, they already was trying not to give him the money.
Yeah,
you know,
they did him dirty. So.
But you know what? I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna say some crazy shit. It might sound crazy, but. You know,
ain't nothing no guy.
He said some crazy shit, right? He said some crazy shit right there. Asked him like, "Yo, do Black Lives Matter?" and he was like, "Yo," he said some wild shit.
Who that?
Dak. He said some wild shit like,
he's not black.
all
he
lives matter. No, he's black. Fuck out of here.
What he pull, the tiger?
I'm just saying this, just like the dude in the from the Heat. What's his name? He the only one that stood up the other day when everybody kneeled and he broke his shit. That white boy. It's karma right now for y'all motherfuckers. Anyway, yeah, that's all I'm saying. And I'm a Cowboy fan, nigga. It's karma, nigga. Watch what you say, nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
Watch what you fucking say.
You say it out there. You put it into
Bet you your fucking life. You want your life to matter now. When you want niggas to root for you and shit. When your fucking ankle broken and shit, and they want to pay you right now, huh? Yeah, bet that.
Yeah, that's your quarterback.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I don't care if he's. That's just. I don't own no shares or nothing that motherfucker. So I don't really give a fuck. Being
that's
honest.
good. That's good. That's good. I'm happy about that. I'm happy that you blasted him like that, man.
Nah, I'm just keeping it buck. I'm keeping it buck with the karma right now. Watch what you say right now towards what's going on in the world right now.
So then, how you feel
black
about
people, man?
So then, how you feel about? So then, I'm happy that you on that, and we can bring this up. So how you feel about what Donald Trump is doing as far as the COVID and out here wilding, and he's immune, and his doctor actually sanctioning that shit.
He's
like he has a doctor sanctioning that shit. Like he's good. Like he's ready to go back out in crowds and all that. Like
because I'm gonna say this. On that note, Donald Trump is a fool. You know, he is who he is though. He was who he was before he got where he got. And I don't know why people think anything different of him or expect anything different from a person of that nature. It's like the Scorpion story is the same shit. It's of their nature. So what you expect from
the shrewd businessman?
You understand what I'm saying? Like what the fuck you expect from? And this whole COVID shit, I'm not saying it's not real because there are people that did pass away from complications of the COVID. God bless the dead and all the people that lost people. But it's also a tool too. At the same time, it's a tool right now. It's voting year. Who knows if he really even had COVID? Come on, man. You got to show me something better than telling me. The media is not designed for us. So what they telling me, man? It's not. It's all lies to me.
Right. And you know,
who knows if he even had it?
But you know what's so crazy though?
The fuck? And how we gonna prove it?
And they talking about this hard body. You know, like campaigning and him, like it's an election year. We didn't really. We not hearing nothing from Biden and them. You understand what I'm saying? They're not really pushing no narrative. You understand?
They just
what I'm
saying vote for him.
So they just saying, basically that's what they saying.
They just saying vote for him if you don't want to fuck with Trump. That's all I hear.
That's it. Like yo,
I don't really hear much else.
You don't like Trump?
If you don't like Trump, fuck with us.
If you black, you're not black if you don't vote for him.
We're not black if we don't vote for Biden.
Biden said that.
How that work?
Biden said that
because he got Kamala.
Biden
and she went to a
no. What she did though, remember she tried to clarify that for him. Like, oh, he didn't really mean it like that. He did a lot for the black community, And then remember when he spoke about it, he was like, my office is right in the black community. I live around. Like he started making, and then remember when a white person starts like I have two black friends. Like that's not good.
It's not good.
That's not good, man. So.
Yeah,
yeah. I heard that too. The interviews. They said, who's your favorite rapper? Because they testing her. See, that's one thing about blacks. When you get interviewed by blacks and you saying you for the blacks, they're gonna test you on everything. Especially when you trying to act like you down. Like you really down for the people. If you really down for the people,
because we listen to music,
you gonna know the culture. So they gonna test you. So who's your favorite rapper?
You know,
who's your favorite rapper alive right now? Tupac. Oh, I keep saying that. That's what she said. Oh, she was like, Tupac. What are you talking about? Oh, I keep saying that. How you keep saying that? How do you keep saying that? You don't hear his songs on the radio when you driving home or none of that. How are you saying this? In 2020, how long he been going?
Yeah, he's been going a while. God bless his dad. But anywho, on that note, we gonna get into the artist we got here right now.
Dainjahrella, how you feel about that?
Introduce yourself to
What's
the
up?
people. Tell them where you coming from. Appreciate you coming out.
Dainjahrella.
One
Introduce
love, more
yourself.
love, real love.
Yes.
You done know what Dainjahrella says, sir.
Yes.
So I'm from Brooklyn all day. Brooklyn.
BK.
I grew up on Utica and Church.
Uh-huh.
You know, my young years. As I got older, my teenage years, Flatbush, Ocean Ave. You know, and I've been doing music for a long time.
A long time.
A long time, yeah.
Right.
So I first started DJing when I was 10 years old. And, you know, I do both reggae, hip-hop, do some Spanish if you want me to. You know, I do it all.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but I love music. I've been doing it for a while, but I'm just actually taking it serious. You know, every time I took it serious, I thought I was taking it serious.
Right.
But I'm now actually attacking it and loving my art and dealing with my art, you know?
So what makes it different this time than all those other times? Because like you said, you thought that you was ready, that you thought that you was taking it serious at that time, but now, this moment in time, you know you're taking it serious. What's the difference?
I got 2 singles out. I never had 2 singles out before, and I was taking it serious before. So I got 2 singles out right now. So you know I'm taking it serious.
So basically,
Okay.
you putting the work in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm
Okay.
actually
Not just
doing
talking
the footwork.
about it.
Yes, and
Yes.
that's a big thing. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people kind of say to themselves, why I'm not making it? Why? It's really the work you put in. And I must say I wasn't putting in no work. I wasn't putting in no work.
hear
I
that,
thought I
people?
was.
Well, that's big. A lot of artists don't admit to not
Yeah.
putting in the work.
I wasn't.
And-
You know, I thought I was. But I know that I am now. And I'm happy about that.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Yes.
That's what's up. So you're seeing the fruits from your labor right now. So how you feel about the 2 singles that's out right now?
I like them. I actually love them. I can push it some more. I am working on pushing it more, you know, doing a little video promo. But I like it. The feedback is good. I got great feedback. I love that. And even if I didn't get no feedback, as long as I put something out that I did, I'm happy about that.
Right.
You know, because that's what I always wanted to do. Just
Completing.
put something out. Yes, finishing something.
Making sure it's complete.
You know, like
Yeah.
just do it.
Right.
So
right.
I'm happy about that.
Okay, that's what's up. So the song that we just played, Wifey, that's right. Wifey.
Big up all the wife for them. Big up. You
Big
done
up all the
know.
wifeys. Big up all the wifeys for sure. So, what made you come up with that? Where you got that from?
Okay,
what's the concept behind that?
That song actually came from me hearing Shensia Side Chick. So big up Shensia. She had I was hearing this side chick thing, you know, this song loud. A lot of girls was side chicks. And I'm like, yo, they loud. Side chicks is loud. We know there's a lot of side chicks. There's a lot of side chicks. We know that.
You know that as a female, you know.
We
that.
know that. But on enough is so loud with it, man. So I was like, yo, I gotta come up with a wifey something for this. But the tune is hot. The side chick tune is bad. Big up Shensia. But I had to come with a wifey, you know.
So that was your
That was my
counteraction.
Yeah, you could say that. That was my counteraction for side chick.
Okay, that's
Side chick for sit on the side, you know. But wifey all the time. Wifey run things. That's just how I feel, you know. Still got love for the side chicks. But that's how I came up with the song. I heard Shensia's song, and I came up with the wifey song.
Okay. Where can the people find these tunes right now? Where can they check
On
them?
every platform.
On
Right
every
now, it's on
platform.
every platform.
okay. So you
YouTube,
serious?
Tidal, Apple, iTunes. Yes, it's on every platform.
Okay.
So go check it out. Check out your girl Dainjahrella. Support your girl Dainjahrella. Let it stream. All on the wifeys. Let it stream.
Right. So
If you love reggae, go check it, man.
Yes.
So
She's
you-
a dope artist.
you like you said you chat and you rap.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's what's up. So who's some of the artists that you look up to? Who's some of the artists that inspire you?
Today.
Period. Like who?
Well,
like who you listen to before you be like, you know what? I'm a
To make you do the craft, because everybody doesn't can't do both,
Mm-hmm.
and it's rare. It's kind of rare right now, especially now in these times. You don't have a lot of women doing
To be
that.
honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. So when I was younger, it was rare. When I was younger and growing up, Superman and Ninja was my daddies in DJing. So I heard a clash. I watched a clash with Superman, with Ninja Man and Supercat. And ever since that clash, I was a DJ. And I was 10 at the time. So I don't know. It was just, I don't know. It was just the hardcoreness. You know, I was watching it and I'm like, as a little girl, not saying nothing but taking it everything in, you know? So they are my daddies in DJing. Now, Sizzler, Chronics, I have a lot of more conscious. Yeah, I'm more on the conscious. I do hip hop. Reggae's in my heart. I do all music, but reggae is something that I've been doing since, and hip hop as well. But something about reggae just stick with me, and I love it. I love all music, but reggae is true to my heart, you know. But right now, female, it doesn't have too much female artists. You don't know Queen Ifrica. Big up all female artists, but there's no female artist right now that I can say is driving me to do anything. Shensia's song that made me come up with the wifey. Big up again, Shensia. But I'm not really. It's not too many artists, girl artists. Not too many who's doing it. Back in the days, hip hop and reggae wasn't together. Now it is. That's why I wanted to say back in the days it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Now it is.
Yeah.
Reggae, and you could get girls doing reggae and hip hop right now. You know, so back then when it wasn't hot is when I thought I should have came out. But God had another plan for me. You know, I had to grow. I had to learn, because back in the days my lyrics was not nothing nice. You know, very hardcore. So I had to grow. You know, and I grew.
So speaking about the hardcore lyrics, was there anyone like? And you said you started DJing from like 10 on. So did you get a lot of no's and discouragement from like, cause you know, like say if you grew up on a block and we accept you. You 10 years old, you DJing. We like yo, you on the block. That's it. We got you. But then you might meet some other individuals that's doing it and might be like, yo, what you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you said your lyrics was more hardcore. So did you get any feedback from having hardcore lyrics back then as a female?
Yes. So back then my name was Lady Bandit, right? It was Lady Bandit at the time.
Yo, guard everything. Yo, hide everything. Hold on, Lady Bandit, watch it.
It was Lady Bandit.
Yeah, y'all got everything? Y'all good? All right. Bandit in the house.
And that's why the lyrics was hardcore, because I was Lady Bandit, you know. But I DJ'd for Beanie Man when I was about 15 years old. And my name was Lady Bandit at the time. So on, I think on 52nd, he had a video shoot on Church. And, you know, he was my, like, Beanie. I wanted to par with Beanie back in the days. I was young, but I wanted to DJ with him. That's how hard I was on Beanie. I was like, yo, me and Beanie, we gonna link up and we gonna DJ together. But after DJing for him, he told me my lyrics was too hard for a little girl. He actually told me my lyrics was too hard for a little girl. So that's when I knew I was dangerous. That's when I knew I was like, yeah. So I changed my name from Lady Bandit to Dainjahrella then. Yes.
That was the transition.
But it was Dainjahrella. Today it's Dainjahrella. Big up Rastafari, you know.
Right.
But back then it was Dainjahrella, Danger. Today is Dainjah, you know. So I grew. So yeah, I did get feedback when I was younger about my lyrics being too hard.
Right.
Then they had the ones that thought it was cool. But for me, as a young 10-year-old, my lyrics was hard. Too hard for a 10-year-old. Too hard for a 15-year-old, you know? But because I could do it. I was good at it. I wasn't doing what I was saying. You know, it was just music to me then. Today is different. Today music is totally different. Back then, it was just putting words together, and I could have did it well, so I did it.
Right, right. So now you put more thought into what you're saying and putting
What
it out there.
What you say hurt people. Words hurt people. Words make people move. You know, so what comes out my mouth is very important. So even though I might have some type of hardcore, you know, wifey's a little hardcore, and I Me Met Me Pretty, that's my next single, that's a little hardcore, but it's never nothing degrading or telling you to do something wrong, or I would never do that. Back then, busting guns, and I didn't even have a gun. But I wouldn't bust a gun now and don't have a gun. It's totally different. I can't say I'm a bust a gun because it's just not right. So my music has to be conscious. Has to be conscious in some type of way.
Of the life you're living too at the same time?
As well.
As well.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Because music is powerful. Words is powerful.
They are.
And what comes out of our mouth touch people. So we have to be careful. Totally.
I agree. I'm in agreement on that.
Yeah, man, that's a jewel. That's a
Good
jewel.
thing.
That's
A lot
a
of people
jewel.
not conscious.
For those that is not conscious
This whole
about the
new
music
era
that they
is-
make, you know.
Yeah, yeah. It's
crazy.
important. It's
effect.
important.
I mean, right, and especially now, like 2020 and the growth. You know, we know all people grow at different times, but there's a lot to look at right now for you not to do. Not to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Totally.
Like, if the internet is available. There's so many things for you to see the outcome of a situation that you might be thinking about doing. So, you're absolutely right about that, man. All right, so Beanie, Flatbush, 15, 15, okay. Making your music, told you.
DJ.
So what made you, so if you have artists, because, let me ask you this. So you was DJing with Beanie, right?
No, I wasn't DJing with Beanie.
No, you DJ'd for him for a particular time.
Yes, he
Okay.
had a little video shoot, and my cousin, shout outs to Kessa, what's up, how you doing? She took me to a guy and was like, listen, my cousin, she DJ, and we want her to DJ for Beanie, so what we could do, what we gonna do? So they told us to meet him by the restaurant. So that was how I got to DJ for him. I just met him by the restaurant.
Okay. So now he hearing you and he tell you that, okay, look, your lyrics is too hard, right?
Too hard. You're too young. for
Right?
this.
So what made you, because you said, yeah, I knew right then and there that I was dangerous. So basically you took that as just inspiration instead of taking it as like, you know what, I'm going to stop right
Yes.
now because
Yes.
I'm young and he said I'm too hard, so I might not be ready. Right? So tell young girls about persevering through adversity.
Well, just to touch on that a little bit, at the time, I didn't see it as anything. I just saw it as, oh, I'm hot. But growing up, like after a while, I thought about it and was like, you know, as a young girl, and this is for all young girls and people who's elders, when you're young and you love something, you might not know I love it. But if I come to you and you think my lyrics is too hard as a young girl, I think Beanie could have said something like, you know, change your lyrics up a little bit, or you sound good, but his thing was, your lyrics too hard for a little girl. That could have crushed me.
Right.
That could have crushed me.
Right.
But it didn't. Plus, he was one of my favorite artists too. So I could have took it as a, damn, just stop. But I didn't. So what I can say to young girls and young guys who gets that as well, don't stop. Don't ever stop. Keep pushing. And even if you do feel like, damn, and you stop, bounce back. You could fall. It's okay to fall because we're going to fall. It's okay. But get back up. Never, ever stop because it's your dream. It's what you want to do. I've been doing it since I was 10 and I'm just taking it serious. So what does that mean? I ain't never stopped. I am not going to stop ever. And I ain't never stopped. So any young girl or young guy that's out there and people telling you your lyrics is too hard, question them more about it or go somewhere else and find out how can I switch this up or how can I be better at this or, you know, something like that. That's how I feel.
Right. That's that. You hear that?
Don't ever
ladies? You
give
hear
up.
that?
Don't ever
Don't
give
ever
up, no
give-
matter what
don't
nobody say.
Don't ever give up. And that's important because when you hear a lot of success stories, that's one of the main ingredients of being successful is never giving up, never taking no for an answer. You know what I'm saying? Never taking that one closed door.
You like you.
Yes.
Right.
And
Say that again. Say that again. Say that again.
Nobody gonna believe in you like you, and everyone doesn't see your vision. If we
So that means it's okay to be different, then, right?
Okay.
Totally.
Say that again. It's okay to be
It's okay
different
to be different.
because a lot of people scared to be different right now. There's
It's
a lot
okay
of followers.
to be yourself at the same time. Because if we didn't believe in ourselves, we wouldn't be where we were. Nobody is like literally like, yo, make sure y'all do this, do X, Y, and Z. I got the show going on, this and that. If me and Pooday didn't talk to each other about doing what we did and make sure we stick to what we do, we wouldn't be here. So it's real.
It's all about not
You
giving up.
gotta, you know, and we've been on other platforms to get here. You know, so it's like, this is another avenue, and it's like, yeah, okay, we can do that too. But we're going to do whatever we say we are going to do. Because it doesn't matter what you think. I'm going to do that. I'm going to execute it whether I fail or succeed.
Yes.
Right.
Bottom line.
And that's living out
And
your passion,
that's
living
real
out your
shit.
dream,
Because of failure,
living out your vision.
don't think that because you failed, that's something that's a total negative.
Yeah,
you learn
it's
things
not a
in your
negative.
failure
Yes.
sometimes.
all the
Yes.
time.
But you have to execute it in order to know whether it works or not, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta try.
Bounce
You gotta
back.
try. You have to. You have to. You know what I'm saying? There's always a jewel in every failure.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's always a
Music.
jewel in every failure. You
Yeah.
just
Especially
have to
with the
catch
music
it.
and being an artist, you know, a lot of people, especially, you know, the independent artists, it's hard. A lot of people, you know, they won't believe in you until you're successful. Most
Right.
of the time, they're not going to believe in you until you're successful.
It's true.
Right.
If you
So
don't
true.
believe in yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. Because people's like, nah, nigga, you know what I mean? You ain't hot, you ain't popping.
So,
You know what I mean?
so through your journey so far, have you ever been told or made any promises that didn't happen? Like, you know, like linking up with people and things of that nature. And how hard is it to like go into like studios and you might be the only female amongst like 30 or 10
It's
or
a
5
male-dominated
or
business.
you know
Totally.
individuals.
And I
Okay,
know that's
so,
a different whole nother.
So, yes, to your question, I have not stood up, but yeah, I mean, not really promises, but we gonna do this and we gonna do that, and nothing don't happen. You know. Recently, I'm gonna give you a little communication. I must say, communication is the key to life. Period. Because you could be in business with someone, and just because of one miscommunication, the whole thing crashed. And that's something that just happened to me recently. And I believe because of communication is the reason why it crashed. I was working with somebody who was who believed in me and seen the beauty in my art, and because art is beautiful, you know, whatever you do, you make it beautiful. So they saw it and decided they was going to work with me, and somehow some type of miscommunication happened. And because it's miscommunication, I can't even say exactly what it is because it's miscommunication. And that whole thing, I think that it's done because of the miscommunication. So the communication is not even about broken promises, it's about communicating. Communicate. Once you communicate properly, then everything could go swell. You know, you will have bumps along the way, but the communication is what smoothens the bumps out. You understand? So it's not about broken promises. It's, to me, it's more communication.
So if you could have done anything different in that situation, would you have done anything different in that situation on your behalf?
If I knew what was done wrong because of the miscommunication, I don't know still. I don't know what happened still.
So basically, on your behalf, you try to communicate and
Yes.
you reached out.
I reached out, I tried to communicate, and I got no feedback. Or I did get feedback, but the feedback was just kind of coldish. You could feel through text you know. So, and communicating through text is not always cool.
I mean, I think communicating through text is kind of dangerous sometimes because you leave the person. Tone is everything. Sometimes when you don't really know the individual like that, you feel what I'm saying? And when you do know the individual like that, then you taking their text like totally serious. You understand what I'm saying? So you do feel things through text. That's why I feel that the live conversation is most definitely the most beneficial thing when you handling business and things of that nature, because you could be like, what? In the text, and somebody like, what? What are you talking about? What? What do you mean, what? What she mean, what? You know what I'm saying? What? You know what I'm saying? And the miscommunication starts out. You understand what I'm saying? So and for some reason tonight the theme has been words. And watch what you put out there, and words is powerful. And that also goes with texting.
Texting, it's definitely powerful, and I'll say this too. On another note, we leave it at like this. Some people are illiterate and they don't want to understand what you're texting them. Because that could be direct like a mother, and you ignore it.
Oh yeah, people play the fool.
They play the game like they don't understand what you're saying. I'm saying this directly because I don't want to talk to you. Sometimes talking to a person can escalate. Text is cool too.
Texas is cool.
Yeah, sometimes you can take it out of context. It depends on where your mind is at. But most of the people that take it out of context already have something with them going.
Texting is cool.
There's no reason to take nothing
when
out of
it's a
context.
serious situation. I feel that listen, texting is cool, but when it comes to a serious situation, let me ask you this, right? You advocating texting, right?
No, I'm not advocating.
Right? Hold on.
I'm saying sometimes I want to text because if I pick up the phone, it might be worse. That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying, the worst
might be worse than my text.
But what I'm saying is the worst might be needed. You understand what I'm saying? Because when I send the text, it's still for your interpretation. You understand what I'm saying? So that phone call, that phone call might be needed. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was going to ask you, would you broker $1 million deal through text?
No.
All right.
We got to talk face to face.
All right. We gotta iron this out. I gotta hear your voice. We got to be eye to eye, face to face, talking this talk. We ain't gonna do this deal over no damn text.
It depends on what texting, I guess.
Listen,
yeah, you're right.
Even if a label say, yo, you sign, we're gonna sign you. In the text, they saying, bring your ass to the office. We ain't gonna send you an electronic signature shit and make you sign the contract. No, bring your ass in, sign on the dotted line.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? When we broker, so if you don't broker deals through text because it means so much. So if things mean so much to you in life, don't try to broker those deals through text. Shit is whack.
It's true. It is. Communication
you know what I'm saying?
is the
it's
best
whack.
way.
Communication.
Whether is hard or soft. Whether it's I mean, I always want it to be real.
But communication is definitely key. But it's also, you communicate with someone, but if they don't understand you, it doesn't matter.
That's true.
I can communicate how I feel to you all day, but if you don't understand what I'm saying, it doesn't even matter.
That's true, but one thing I have to do though,
you
in that situation,
all day.
But one thing I would have to do.
Saying.
But one thing I would have to do.
Real.
Listen,
communication is key.
But
if I communicate with you and you don't understand me, and then you do the same thing or whatever, we had an issue. Say we had an issue, and you do the same thing the next time, right?
No.
I communicated to you.
But ain't no next time because you communicated. So you already know.
So, but if you do the same thing the next time,
and
I react wild, right? I react wild. I start wilding on you like, damn, what the fuck happened, boy? This nigga wilding on me like that. Well, I communicated what the issue was before. You did this shit again. You didn't understand me this first time. So communication is key. It is key. But when a person communicates something with you, you have to understand it. You have to don't listen to respond. Listen to understand what the person is saying. Because if I communicate something to you, it's a reason why I'm communicating that for you.
So let me ask you something. You as a female, do females get lost in tone?
In tone through real
In
communication?
tone. Yeah, in tone.
What do you mean get lost?
In tone. meaning that you're paying attention to how I'm saying it and not what I'm saying.
Well,
Getting lost in tone because like tone, volume, tone. Like
But
I'm
you're-
saying
That's what
what it
text
is,
does. What
right?
you're talking about. What text
right,
does.
right,
wait.
It creates a tone that you might not know.
right. Exactly.
Text.
A blind tone. Yeah, text do.
Wait, but you asking tone through text or tone
No,
through
No,
I'm
text,
asking you-
because that's what we're talking about. The text.
No.
It
I'm
creates
not-
a
talking
tone.
about communication?
No, I'm talking about
Communication,
the-
period. But you,
No, I'm
you
not
was
talking
talking
about
about your
text.
situation.
Like you can get a
Yeah.
tone through text.
Yes.
I don't care what nobody say. I don't know if it's only
Yeah,
me.
she already said that,
But
and
you
then
can
you
get
said-
a tone through text.
Yeah.
Like you can
can
feel
feel
something
a
through a
vibe.
text. Yeah. Now your
Should be-
question, communication. You said as a female, even
I
as a
said
male.
no, because he was saying that because what he was just saying is that if I tell you something, right, and then you still because I'm communicating with you, if I tell you something and then you still do it, right? So I'm saying sometimes I'm asking you as a female, do a female get lost in tone? Meaning that he might have told her the last time, but his tone might have been aggressive or high, so she just didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you,
Totally.
as a female, does that happen?
Of course.
Do females get lost in tone?
Of course. We tone you out. If you
We
come
gonna
in-
say, and we gonna say that we want you to come back up here
Yeah.
when we have the female panel. We have a show coming up because this is a real important show
Nah, she gonna-
right
yeah,
now,
yeah.
and we want to talk about it a little bit briefly because we won't touch up too much on it with black women not feeling protected. So that's a part of one of the things what you just said, though, because that's the thing with communication with spouses. You know, communication, relationships, marriages,
Yes.
whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Communication with the black woman and the black man. So when you communicate things, you have to understand what you know what you're saying. If you say something to me and you say, "Oh, I don't like X, Y, and Z," so I'm like, "Okay, I heard you. Yeah, I heard you. You know, whatever. Next time around, I still do X, Y, and Z. You have a right to go off on me. Totally, right?
Not really.
No?
No, because you guys didn't communicate.
No, but you just communicate to me that you don't like X, Y, and Z. That's what I said.
Yeah, but you gotta come. But see, but that's not communicating. Me telling you what I don't like, you and me talking back to each other. That's communicating. So
Okay.
if you tell me you don't like X,
I
Y,
just
and
told
Z-
you I understood that you don't like X, Y, and Z, and next time.
Oh, so the person understood.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah, I heard you, and you're right.
Oh, okay.
So next time, I still do X, Y, and Z, right? What happens after that?
What you gonna do?
Well, it depends on what that X, Y, and Z is. I mean, it really depends on what it is. It depends on what it is. Because it
It's
could
gonna
be
a spicy-
something.
It's gonna be a spicy
Yeah,
show.
because
Yeah.
because I mean I hear you on that. It depends on what it is.
Depends.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
okay.
'cause a lot of things.
Because 9 out of 10 times, if a female said, "I don't like X, Y, and Z," to they male, and then the male do X, Y, and Z, whatever that is. Yo, don't leave the toilet seat up. Don't do this.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Yo, you
Anything
forgot
like
to
that.
take
It
the
don't have to
garbage
be that
out.
serious.
Whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah, don't
Whatever
be
it is.
serious.
Whatever
Just
the
little
woman.
things.
Whatever your woman.
Whatever
says,
you don't, you know.
she don't like what's
She don't
going
like.
on, but you still doing. She's gonna have a feedback on you. She's gonna have a feedback on you,
I mean, after a while.
right? No, it don't even have to be after a while. She's gonna have a feedback on you. You feel what I'm saying? Period. After a while, tomorrow, 3 days later, next week, it don't matter. It depends on how long you was fucking doing the bullshit and how much you was taking for it. But you know what I'm saying? Some chicks is just no nonsense when it comes. They call it out and be on that shit. So it's on that type of time. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's what we saying. So in the same instance, like that's what he was going back to, when a male expresses himself and say X, Y, and Z, and then the woman still does it, he has a right to be upset. He has a right to go off. It's not like, oh, why are you going off? But then females take it, why are you going off?
Why you don't gotta go off?
It's not necessarily going off. What if I even calling you out on that, and you don't even acknowledge it. It's the same difference. So the next
what's
action,
up with that? What's up
for
with
me,
that?
I mean, me personally, the next action is to go off. Because at the end of the day, I'm like, nah, you trying to play me like I'm dumb.
Yo,
I know you heard me. You agreed with me. You said you heard me, and now you still did X, Y, and Z.
Yo.
Because if I did X, Y, and Z, you'd be on my goof top. And it wouldn't matter who was around. It wouldn't matter if your best friend or your homie, cause it don't matter. When y'all ready to call something out, females ready to call something out about communication, they call it out. That show is gonna be crazy. It's a good show.
Yeah, we got an up and coming show, man. It's gonna be crazy though, man.
No,
but
seriously, it's just a give or take thing. It's a, you know how it should go.
Communication.
I mean, listen. Right now, we're talking about communication.
Communication.
And
you got to be understanding on both sides. And as you get older, you grow to be more understanding about certain things.
But do you?
But to a certain extent.
But do you though?
Yeah.
But do you though? But not
at the
everyone
same
though.
time, you don't tolerate the bullshit
Not
though.
everybody.
But not
Yeah.
everybody. This
Yeah.
goes back to what you're saying about not understanding, because like you said, if that was the case, right? And what you're saying, that means that if I'm communicating with my spouse and I say X, Y, and Z, you will understand X, Y, and Z. If you telling me X, Y, and Z, I will understand X, Y, and Z, and we will move forward. You understand what I'm saying? But in most situations, someone is not understanding, or someone is someone is not understanding, or someone is violating the X, Y, and Z. Like I told you, don't do X, Y, and Z, and you still doing X, Y, and Z.
Fuck you and your X, Y, and Z. That's what it turned into, niggas.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. But yo,
crazy.
on that note, we're not gonna talk too much more. On
So
that.
do you?
We're
So
gonna save that. Yeah.
that's what's up. So all right,
we gonna get you up here
We get to
on that
disagree
night.
with that.
Yo, make sure y'all tune in for that, yo.
For sure.
That's
for
gonna
sure.
be a big panel.
It's
It's a very important show for our culture right now. We need it. We need to have a conversation
Yes.
with our black women.
Yes.
Sit down and talk and see what the problem
Yeah,
is.
let them know, because
get down to
some
the
feel like
problem.
they're not protected.
You know what I mean?
So
Some feel
we're
like
gonna
they're
talk
not
about that too.
protected.
Do you
We
feel
wanna
that
talk
way?
about that.
Protected
The
by
black. I mean,
By their
My
black men.
brothers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
do you feel you're as a black woman? You're artist, and like Beanie said, you hardcore. Yeah, I mean, you're too hard. Do you feel you unprotected as a black woman?
well, that's not your story.
No.
Okay.
Some will protect and some won't. Some men gonna go hard and some won't. So I can't say I don't feel protected, because there's plenty of times I've been on the streets and a brother would defend me or even look to defend me. So I can't say I feel unprotected. What I can say is we do need some more protection. We do need that. We do need our brothers to get together and look at black women as we got to protect them. A lot of brothers do not see that. They don't look at life as we got to, and I can't wrong them, because of society. Look what we in. But they do have organizations, and they do have things, or little groups where like Big Brother groups and stuff like that.
Right.
We need more of that.
Right, and but you know what's so crazy about that talk, and I appreciate that talk. It's like we all of us, you know what I'm saying? Because you doing that type of shit at 10, that means you was outside.
Mm-hmm.
You was outside.
I was outside.
At 10. You was outside.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
We was outside
right?
of
So
our
that's
time,
what I'm
yes.
saying. No, so I'm just saying that to just put everything in perspective. We was all outside, young.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You understand
I was
what I'm
outside,
saying? We
yeah.
was all outside.
Different generation from now.
Yeah, we was all outside, young, and getting it in and going crazy. So now, as we get older, we see the things that our parents was telling us,
Oh, totally.
not to get into. So it's hard now for these youngins, especially with the technology.
Yes. It's
See,
totally
the technology is the key to everything to this. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of things you will have to be there to experience it. And if you wasn't there, then you just missed out. You might not even heard of it. And if you heard about it, it might have been 6 months later, like, oh, what? That been happened. You wild. You understand what I'm saying? That's when people used to travel to come to New York for the fashion and travel to see the trends and things of that nature, because it wasn't on Instagram and I could just see where it's at and do what it do and online shop and all that. I got to go to the store. You understand what I'm saying? So it's different now. Now, as we older and we've been through our thing, we see the hindsight in it. But the thing that we not even prepared for real, is that internet. That internet got us.
It's here.
Because guess what? If you have a child, you want your child to have a phone. Especially and not after 9/11, if you live in New York. See, if you like in certain demographics, but I'm just gonna speak for my demographic. I live in New York, so living in New York and you have a child, you definitely want to be able to get in communication with your child at any time. So your child is going to have a phone. With a phone comes internet. With internet comes all different type of things.
Access to the world.
Access to the world.
Access
You
to
understand what I'm
unlimited
saying?
information.
And these are the type of things that we never had at that particular age. You understand what I'm saying? So as parents, we're not even prepared for that. We're not prepared for that. Because we're intaking the technology with them. But you know, when you're younger, your brain is way more of a sponge. It's way more of a sponge. The older you get, your brain is not a sponge no more. It's soaked up a lot of shit. You have to really do your thing.
It's hard
Young, you
harder
can do
to
a lot of
retain.
shit. You can study,
you gotta,
and do this and do that. Nah,
It's
when you
harder
get
to
older, you have to
retain
get your
information.
sleep. You have to do this. You have to maintain your body. It's a whole different type of element. You understand what I'm saying? So these kids could do this. They growing up with the technology. We doing remote learning right now with the kids. Everyone that has kids, we doing remote learning. So, you know. That's the rough part about it. But before we get out of here, so do you have any other ventures that you have going on with you? Like, what's up with you, man? Like, what's going on?
I mean, of course.
What's up? You're a Brooklyn native.
Well, you know, big up Brooklyn all day, Brooklynites. So, you know, I'm into detoxing. I'm into, so you guys into detoxing? Are you into detoxing? Over there?
Math.
You into detoxing?
I mean, I would love to be into detoxing, but I have not detoxed.
You have not. So
yeah, I need to detox.
So we're gonna get
this
detox on. We're gonna get this detox on. So I want to talk about TLC, right? TLC is a company that I'm working for, and it's also a company that's working for me. How much companies you know that you work for and they working back for you? Do you know of any?
It's a couple, but we ain't gonna name them right now because they ain't give us nothing, so I can't name them.
Okay. Yeah. Well. I wanna
shout
shout outs to my TLC family. I would like to say Total Life Changes.
Oh, okay.
That's the. Well, you wanted to know what was TLC?
I mean, people want to know
what
what's TLC.
I was gonna ask
New York TLC, the license, what?
Total Life Changes. Total Life Changes. Total
Yeah.
Life Changes. I know y'all see my NutriBurst. I got products. So, are you guys seeing this anywhere? No, I know y'all seeing NutriBurst. If you're not seeing it,
I seen it. It's out there.
If you're not seeing it, you see it now, right? So, TLC is a company that's changing people's lives. Back in 2018, I joined with TLC, right? I want to, give a little how I got with TLC. Back in December in 2018, I went through a little rough time, right? And whilst I'm on Instagram scrolling, there was a young lady. Well, not a young lady. She looked young, but she was talking. And she was talking about life. She was talking about a whole bunch of different things. Why I stopped on her, I don't know. But I just stopped. Because I scroll all the time. And I don't stop on, So randomly I stopped on her and she talked. And she said, the one thing that touched me while she was talking was, do you know how much people is going to die and not know the potential they have? And at the time, I was going through whatever I was going through. So I started crying like a baby. Bawling. Like, oh my God, she's talking to me. I know she's talking to me. So I'm crying. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get it together. And at that time, I thought I was serious about my music, right? So that was one thing she said. Then the next thing she said was, bring your daughters to me from 13 to 21. Let me show them how to do it. I'm a millionaire, and nobody never came back in the hood and showed me how to do
black.
it. And she's black.
Okay.
And her name is Coach Stormy. I want to shout out Coach Stormy.
Okay.
From TLC. It was amazing to me. Even if she couldn't teach every 13 to 21-year-old how to get it, she had it in her heart. That's what she wanted to do. So that alone was like, I was like, that's phenomenal. Like, who want to do that? Who wants, and who's actually telling you, bring your daughters to me? Like, you're one person. Why you think you can handle all of us? Or all of, you know what I'm saying? So that was just amazing to me. So still crying, listening to her. She's going on, and she was just real. You know, some people you could vibes them and be like, ah. And then there's some people you be like, yo. She was one of the yo. So she had an event. I went to the event, didn't know how I was getting there, but I just wanted to get next to her. Just to feel her. Vibe. Just to feel her, because the energy through the Instagram was crazy. So I'm like, yo, something about this girl. And she black. And she young. And she a millionaire. And she doing it, you know? So I'm like, all right. So I went to the event. It was called Girls Hold My Hand. Girl Hold My Hand. I took my daughter. I have 5 children, by the way. 2 adult children I have, right? But my 18-year-old, I felt needed it more than the 23-year-old. So I took her because I couldn't afford taking both of them. So I took her. And it was very life-changing. I never been in a room full of women and didn't get not one screw face. Not one screw face.
No negative vibes.
No negative vibes. And even if you had a negative vibe, trust me, you had to leave it at the door because the energy was just so much positivity. And it was just like, and I was pregnant at the time. And so I'm like, what? All these women telling everybody, telling each other, stand up, you could do it, get up, what you going through, listen to what I'm going through. It was just togetherness. It was a unity, and I loved it. But it put me on a high. It was like a high, a natural high. And I never came off of that high. I'm still on that high from since then till now. I'm not saying that I didn't fall, but no matter how much times I feel like, damn, I can't do this, because of that event and what came inside of me makes me know you could do it. Don't stop, don't stop. So at the event, they were sampling this. Mind you, I'm pregnant. So this is safe for pregnant women. This is a liquid.
And what is that?
This is a liquid vitamin. I was just about to tell you. All the ingredients is on the bottle. You can see it. I ain't making nothing up.